Welcome to Xara Template Tutorial Lesson 130 for the Xara Web Designer 9 Premium software. In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set the storefront URL for the Ecwid shopping cart. Also, be sure to check out our DVD series volume number 1 for the first 100 video tutorials on Xara Web Designer as shown on YouTube. To purchase that DVD, simply click on the link in this video that looks like a DVD icon. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that you want to do is make sure that you have the site open where you have the Ecwid shopping cart embedded. And once you have that open, let's go ahead and upload that website to the internet. So go to File, Publish Website, and I already have the details set for publishing my website because I published it before making this video. So at this time you want to enter in your publishing details. If you don't know how to publish or upload your website, be sure to check out lesson number 36, and I believe it's lesson number 37 for how to upload your website to the internet. So I'm going to go ahead and hit publish and upload that to the internet. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that on the internet. So let's go ahead and go to splashtemplates.com because that's where I uploaded it to. And you'll see that the storefront is now on the internet. And our storefront is on the home page or the index page, which is your .com, in this case splashtemplates.com. So let's go ahead and go to the Ecwid website, and you want to go ahead and log into your account. So I'm going to enter my login information. And just like before, it's going to take you to the dashboard. Well, I'm sorry, actually in this case it took me to the system settings by default, so it's a little different. And to know what page you're on, simply look at the tabs here in the far right hand corner of your screen, and you'll see that it says Dashboard, System Settings, and My Profile. But usually it does take you to the dashboard. I'm not sure why it took me to System Settings, but if you click on Dashboard, this is what typically comes up when you first log into your account. But I'm going to click on System Settings because that's where we want to be at. So once you're on that page, you're going to look for the text box that says Storefront URL. And this is where you're going to enter your storefront URL. And there's two reasons that you want to enter this URL. The first being is for the mobile catalog. And what that basically means is that if someone's viewing your storefront on a mobile device and it doesn't support JavaScript, they're going to still be able to see your storefront because it's going to display it in a basic HTML format. The other reason is because of mail notifications. So if you want to be able to send out email notifications to your customers when they make a purchase order, or you want to communicate with your customer basically what's going on with their order, you're going to want to enter in a storefront URL. So let's go ahead and enter that storefront URL. In this case, it's going to just be our homepage URL because we placed our shopping cart on the homepage. So I'm going to enter in www.splashtemplates.com. And then you can either hit Control S or you can click on this checkbox here that says Save next to it. So I'm going to go ahead and left click on that, and it's going to save our changes. Okay, so that's how you set the storefront URL. But what if you didn't have your shopping cart on the home page? Let's go ahead and go back to Xara Web Designer. And we're going to click on Page and Layer Gallery. And I'm going to go ahead and lock this panel. And I'm going to click New Page. And let's go ahead and go back to the index page. And I'm going to hit Control A to select everything that I have on that page because it's just the shopping cart. If you have more than just the shopping cart on your page, you're going to want to just hold down the Shift key and left click on everything that you want to select and copy. So once you select everything that you want, go ahead and hit Control X, and that's going to cut that information. And then let's go ahead and go to the second page in our Page and Layer Gallery, and then I'm going to hit Control Shift V, and that's going to paste everything in the exact same place but on the second page. Okay? And let's go ahead and give this page a file name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click in this thumbnail here in our Page and Layer Gallery once. and it's going to allow me to enter in a name. In this case, I'm going to call it store and hit enter. And another way to know what we're setting is hit Control-Shift-W and then click on the page tab, and you'll see that it changed the page file name. And I've showed this in previous tutorials. I'm just showing this again just to refresh your memory. It's just the page file name that we added there for the second page. So go ahead and hit OK. And let's go ahead and go back to our web browser. And today I'm really hitting that Windows charm bar key a lot, so I apologize if you keep seeing the thing on the side of the screen keep coming in. That's not intentional. So we're going to change the storefront URL to /store.htm, okay? And the reason we're changing that is because we changed where the shopping cart was placed at. We placed it on the store page. And you have to add the .htm because it's a hypertext markup file. For the home page, you don't have to add that because it's just the .com. But since we changed the positioning, we want to place it at splashtemplates.com /store.htm, or in other words, the page file name .htm. So hopefully that makes sense to you. So go ahead and hit save, or click on the checkbox here to save it. And then let's go ahead and go back to Xara Web Designer, and we're going to go ahead and publish this website. And I'm going to assume a lot of you already know how to publish your website if you watched some of the previous tutorials. Okay, so once we have that published, let's go ahead and go back to our web browser and go to the index page, and let's go ahead and refresh that. And you'll see that the shopping cart's not on the home page. But we actually need to create a link to our store page, which I didn't do. So let's go back to the index page in our page and layer gallery, and we're going to go ahead and just create some text. And you don't have to do it this way. I'm just doing this for example purposes. And I'm going to type the word store. And I'm going to make that a lot bigger actually. And I'm going to hit Control-Shift-W. And then on the link tab, I'm going to select link to. And we're going to change it to store. And again, I'm going to assume that you know how to do a lot of these things from previous tutorials. But we're going to link to our page called store. And go ahead and hit apply. Hit OK. And let's go ahead and publish the website again. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and go back to our web browser. And we're going to hit Control-R to refresh the page. And now you see the link for store, and if we click on that, it takes us to our store for Ecwid. And you'll see that it says store.htm in our URL address bar up here. So that's how you set your storefront URL, whether on the home page or on a different page in your website. I hope that this tutorial was helpful, and if it was, don't forget to embed, comment, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for future tutorials. Have a great day.